So one thing that I noticed is that the scenery for the play tended to be very dark throughout the majority of the play. At first, I thought this was because like Mark and Roger were poor and living in squalor and had to turn off their electricity when Colin stopped helping them out with rent. They had to try to figure out what to do and just didn't want to pay, and like cut out their happiness and like symbolic of that. But the dark set like continued throughout the entire musical, not play. Um, and that's kind of symbolic of that all the characters are living with their darkness, their secrets, their diseases, and like they can never escape it. It's always around them, but it's it's part of them, it's part of the play. One of the values discusses that a disease does not define you. It is part of who you are, but it's just one small detail that makes you who you are. Collins and Angel both have AIDS. It's not easy to deal with. They find each other and they're able to talk through that. Um, Other minor characters like kill themselves throughout the play when they find out they have HIV or commit suicide. It's unfortunate, but um, it's not who they are. It's not all of who they are. So these are not anything that anyone should have to deal with, especially at the age these characters are. But they show that they're more than a disease. They express through music. They are much more. The other value would be that the musical has like religious overtones that I really didn't expect. They kind of relate to that first value. The characters in this play are sick and not thought of as like great people by society. There's a lot of stereotypes around the disease that they have. But this play, especially new for its time, shows these people are like they're loving. They are cast out by society, but they're loving, true human being. They're people. These are the people that religion like calls us to love. So I think it was a cool like intermix with like the religious message. Love these people. Collins and Angel find each other in that friendship in the beginning of the play, and then Mimi receives a divine sign to like listen to the song about your eyes when she's nearly dead in the park, so that there is someone above looking out. One thing I didn't know is how long people can live with AIDS. Not detected. I looked up. People can live about only 1 to 2 years, and then they're gonna die. However, like in today's society, like as of now with modern medicine, you can live like a mostly normal life without it. I just hadn't really been around it, so I wasn't sure on this. Music. This musical is full of diversity. The cast is extremely diverse with backgrounds, gender, sexuality, orientations, interests, which is really cool. And people can bond over their mutual suffering, get past their differences, and realize they are all the same. And like because they're so diverse, they realize they are the same. They're all affected by the same things. One song that I chose to analyze was "Your Eyes," the song at the very end, or not very, but towards the end of the musical that brings Mimi back to life. When you saw Angel looking in the bright light. Roger's lyrics are they're his own. They're his own words that he's really worried about the people around him, and he's able to talk about how he wants to live life to the full with no regrets. There's things he wants to tell people and needs to do early, and that's kind of the beauty of this play. Life is short. Live life to the fullest because you never know, and you won't be able to look into someone's eyes again and tell them what you really want to say. My two questions for this play: do you think this play would have had the same effect if the cast, not the characters, but like the actual cast members, were not as diverse as they were in this? And do you think the musical would have had as big of an impact if it had debuted today, like 2018, rather than it did in the original 1996? Thanks.